allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The clerk would please call the roll.
Mr. Hupkey, Mr. Jones, Mr. March.
Yes.
Mr. Ham.
Here.
Mr. Bowden, and Mr. Hack.
Here.
Okay, we do have a quorum. We will move on to item 2, approval or corrections to the minutes of the October 9th, 2017 regular village board meeting. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? If not, a motion to accept as presented.
A motion.
Second.
Motion by trustee Ham, seconded by trustee March.
Mr. Ham.
Yes.
Mr. March.
Yes.
Mr. Hack.
Present.
And President Cross.
Yes. Accounts payable and payroll pay period ending 10/7/17 in the amount of $45,631.02. Accounts payable general fund $30,463.24. Water and sewer fund $30,548.10, giving a total of all funds $61,011.34. Are there any questions on any of the bills or the payroll? Not a motion to pay the bills and the payroll.
Motion.
Second?
I'll second.
Motion by trustee Hack, seconded by trustee Ham.
Mr. Hack.
Yes.
Mr. Ham.
Yes.
Mr. March.
Yes.
Public comment and or questions on any non-agenda item? We will move on to reports of committees. No police chief's report tonight. Engineers report.
Yes, just want to give everyone an update on our meeting with IDOT regarding the ramps at I-57 and Wilmington Road. The mayor, Greg, and myself went up to IDOT last Monday and met with the head of IDOT Region 1, their head engineer, and I think 9 other IDOT employees. So they brought a lot of people to the meeting. They wanted to hear the village concerns about the safety problems. They were very interested in hearing what the issues were. Someone from IDOT already did go out and take a look at the site, just kind of in preparation of the meeting. So at least they were, trying to find out whatever they could to help us out. So they said that they are going to do at first some additional signage and refresh the striping at the intersection. I think a couple signs already went up for the wrong way on the ramps, but they talked about adding some cross traffic does not stop signs. They talked about putting new striping in just to make everything clearer and so people really stop better. We expressed that our goal would be to get some sort of traffic signal improvement there, as we think it would be the best for the safety. So they said that they were going to do additional traffic counts later at night, and they were going to look at the crash data, and they even tried to pull some more and see if anything could warrant traffic signals that they could program. However, they said it would also take a joint effort from Will County Division of Transportation, since it's their road, and it'd be a large project because they need to widen the roads as well. So for now, they're going to add signage and striping. They're going to look at traffic numbers and crash data and try to see what the study shows and if it's anything they can do moving forward.
And we also brought the guardrail, the broken guardrail, to their attention there
Yep.
too. So.
And some of the overgrowth that
Yeah.
Greg brought up for just sightless and turning and merging.
Is the guardrail county or is it IDOT?
I think
On the
because-
deck is
Yeah, I
IDOT.
think because
That's what we
Leading,
thought.
IDOT tried to say leading up to the deck was the county, but I don't know that I will actually believe that, because I know that a lot of when I worked on the Bourbon A interchange ramp, that IDOT was responsible for all the way down to the street level, so.
Did they give any idea of when it'll be fixed?
No.
Because I think that's just as big of a hazard
Oh, it
as
is.
those concrete
They
barriers.
were not aware of it.
Right.
The person that came out to look at the site didn't seem to recall seeing that, so.
Was he at the right?
What was their most recent traffic survey? Any idea? or
32,000 cars on 57.
From what date?
Oh, up for the dates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that intermodal has really increased.
Oh, and that's what we were explaining to them
I
also.
mean, like
Yeah.
significantly
The
year
definite
over year.
increase in truck traffic.
Yeah. On I-57, the daily traffic is about 32,000 And on Wilmington Road, it's about 7,000.
And I think that was 2012 or 13, they did that.
These are IDOT counts that are on their website. It doesn't say when they're
Yeah.
from, but they're usually.
She gave a date, I can't remember.
Yeah.
what she said.
Yeah, that's
But it was a
definitely.
few years old.
Significant change since
Oh,
12 or 13.
absolutely.
And one of the things I brought up was Will County Division of Transportation, as part of their long-range plan, they have a page in there that mentions they're expecting increased truck traffic on Wilmington Road, because maybe the Iliana is not going in, and it's just a large truck route, so.
Did you talk anything about the guardrails? Like when you come off of 57 and you're looking like to turn back into town, say, coming from the north, I mean, that guardrail almost, it blocks your view. Like you have to creep out almost into traffic to be able to see if a car is coming from the left. I mean, I don't know.
We did talk
It's
about
just-
site distance.
Yeah, it's just weird the way that's set up.
They felt it was normal, we didn't feel that way.
Right.
so.
The one I had in place said that he felt that maybe people won't pull up far enough. And then he said,
Yeah.
That's what he said, yeah.
and then they go before they. Maybe the new striping, if they put the lines where it should be, maybe that'll help,
We'll continue the conversation with them.
Was
though.
there a follow-up meeting set up or anything? Or?
No, we were waiting, they were gonna get the traffic counts done, and then we were gonna set up a time to meet.
Yeah, they, I think for the traffic counts, they said, it was,
Just-
but they said, I think, 6 to 8 weeks
Yeah.
or something.
Now, do they distinguish between trucks and cars when they do those counts, or is it just?
Yeah, typically they do, and I'm not sure which way they're doing the counts, but they should,
Okay.
if they can.
Would the Dakota study that's on the agenda have any look at traffic counts? I would think that's a part of, it'd be something to compare to.
Right,
Yeah,
I'm sure
I
there'll
do,
be something.
but they're not gonna do an official count,
Right.
they're gonna pull the state counts.
Oh, they just use that information.
And we could do them, or we have firms that do them, but if IDOT's gonna do them for us, it's,
Right.
not gonna be any cost, so.
And then they made mention of their warrants, the number of warrants that they have to do traffic lights and everything. We reminded them that their number one warrant is fatalities, and we've had 2. So that's something that they need to consider, so.
Anything else, Drew? Okay, thank you. No old business, we'll move on to new business. Item A, approval for Dakota Worldwide Retail Sales Analysis.
That's what I had mentioned at the last meeting, in order to get the grocery store and the retail store to look at the intersection of I-57 and Wilmington Peotone Road. The grocery store especially requested a retail analysis. Dakota Worldwide does them for this particular chain and a lot of other chains. In fact, they're very, very busy. We're in line. And we'll also use this information. It was requested by the other entity as well once it's completed. So we'll use it for a couple different people. Hopefully it comes out favorable. We have no input. We have no, it's just they're going to do the study and tell us. So, but, we got to do it. Unfortunately, it's just something that we have to do if we want to make that progress, so.
And I think it's a good tool for us to have, also.
How long is this data typically good for? 3 years, 5 years? Not
Probably
even?
2 to 3 years.
Okay.
Because of the changes, I mean, if you get more population or we get a population explosion, it all changes immediately, so.
And how long is this gonna take them to do?
It'll take them almost 60 days to do the study. We may kick off December 1st. I have to call him tomorrow morning and tell him if he's approved. And then we're already on the list, but he got us in the December, hopefully,
So
start.
we're not gonna see something till
Probably
March.
February.
Yeah,
March,
beginning of February,
Mid-February.
February.
He knows, he understands the hurry that we're in, and he also knows who we're in a hurry for, and he knows them very well, because he's done every one of their stores.
Okay.
So he understands what it is they're looking for, so it's not like he's trying to find something new, he's just trying to find what the numbers come out.
Okay. Well, I move we approve the sales analysis.
Okay, is there a second?
Second?
Motion by trustee March, seconded by trustee Ham to approve the Dakota Worldwide Retail Sales Analysis.
Mr. March?
Yes.
Mr. Ham?
Yes.
Mr. Hack?
Yes.
And then, go ahead.
even though it's just a motion, because it involves the expenditure of funds, you should vote.
President Cross?
Oh, yes, thank you.
President Cross?
Yes.
Okay.
And then approval of payment to Dakota Worldwide for retail sales analysis. The total cost of the analysis is $7,000 and
expenses.
plus expenses. And we're doing a $3,500 down payment to get our place secured.
And the balance at delivery.
So a motion for the $3,500 expenditure to Dakota.
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Motion by trustee Hack, seconded by trustee Ham.
Mr. Hack?
Yes.
Mr. Ham?
Yes.
Mr. March?
Yes.
President Cross?
Yes. Item C, accept resignation of trustee Roy Hupkey effective November 1st, 2017. We have a letter. Says, village mayor and board members, due to personal reasons, I would like to inform you that I am resigning my position as village trustee for the village of Peotone effective November the 1st, 2017. I would like to thank those of you who have allowed me the opportunities to serve this village. The thing I will miss the most is the support that was given me by the great residents of this village. They are what makes this village a great place to live. Thank you, Roy Hupkey. For a motion.
I'll make the motion, but before I do, I personally want to thank Roy
Well,
for
I was going to do that also.
his
so-
years of service. Roy was pretty passionate about this job. Always came prepared, did his homework, just ready for battle, so thanks, Roy.
And I echo those statements. I was going to make that statement after we accepted the letter, but definitely want to thank trustee Hupkey for all of his years of service to the village. And, he has told me that anything he can do to help in the future, he's more than willing to do so. So appreciate that very much also. So I have a motion by trustee Hack. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by trustee Hack, seconded by trustee March.
Mr. Hack?
Yes.
Mr. March?
Yes.
Mr. Ham?
Yes.
And should I vote?
Yeah.
And President Cross?
Yes. Okay. Item D, ordinances. Number 1, an ordinance authorizing the establishment of a tax increment financing interested parties registry and adopting rules for registration and relation hereto.
Mayor, this is part of the kickoff for the downtown TIF. Interested parties registry is really what it says, is if anybody's interested in getting information during the establishment and during the term of the TIF, anything that's published or anything, they would get sent to their home. So, and this is part of the Illinois state law and something that we don't mind following. So what we'll do is we actually create a list, and if anybody that registers and they get the information, trustees are automatically entered in that. You get the information as we go. So, so we do this first, and then once we adopt the rules for the registration, then we'll move on to the next ordinance, which is creating the joint review board, and then that's what causes an interested party list.
Any questions on that?
You answered my only question.
Good. Not a motion to adopt ordinance number 17-16, an ordinance authorizing the establishment of a tax increment financing interested parties registry and adopting rules for registration and relation thereto.
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Motion by trustee Ham, seconded by trustee March.
Mr. Ham?
Yes.
Mr. March?
Yes.
Mr. Hack?
Yes.
William?
Yep.
President Cross?
Yes. Number 2, an ordinance calling for a public hearing and a joint review board meeting to consider the designation of a redevelopment project area and the approval of a redevelopment plan and project for the Village of Peotone Downtown Tax Increment Financing District.
So Mayor, this is what kicks off the TIF officially. The public hearing will be at a board meeting. The public will be able to come and ask questions. The joint review board meeting is for taxing bodies only. So the taxing bodies gather, they get all the TIF information ahead of everybody else, and then at that meeting, or within a couple weeks thereof, if they decide not to vote at that meeting, they indicate to the village their approval of the TIF project. If we get a majority that day, then we just need a simple majority at the board level to approve the TIF the following meeting after the public hearing. If we don't get a favorable from the taxing bodies, you can still approve a TIF, but you need a supermajority, which is 5/6, right, 5/7? 5/7. So that's what this basically does. This establishes the joint review board. We call the meeting, that's going to be the 9th of November at 10 a.m. And then at that meeting, we'll get the indication from the other taxing bodies that do show up. And Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, if they don't show up, there's just no vote to worry about there, right?
Correct.
Okay, so, and then after that, the next following board meeting will be we'll approve the legislation and move forward, so.
So is it just one representative from each taxing body, or how many?
Yes,
What?
just one.
Okay,
I mean, they can bring somebody with them, but, I mean,
just one.
there's only one vote per taxing body, including us. And then we have to appoint a public member, and we've already discussed with the public member, and we'll have them here. And then, so, yeah. Any questions?
So with the open board seat and with the mayor and trustee Jones's interest downtown, I mean, do we have a quorum to be able to approve it? Or do we need to have that fourth member appointed? I mean, do we have to have that trustee appointed?
Well, it depends on whether if the mayor and the other member donut hole that deal, and they can decline and then they can vote.
Right.
So they have to make that decision, and they have to make that decision relatively quickly, unfortunately, so, but.
But if they don't,
Well, also, the mayor will be making an appointment at some point to.
Yes,
To-
at some
to-
point.
but we hope.
So I'm thinking, when it gets back to the board,
So the public hearing's not until December.
right, so we got a little bit of time.
Yeah. But those are good things to keep an eye on.
Yeah,
We'll work
no.
through different scenarios.
That's a good,
Yeah.
that's a good point, yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, we wouldn't even have a quorum if they're not allowed, right? Don't we need four for quorum?
Yep.
So,
You are correct. Any other questions? If not, I'd look for a motion to adopt ordinance number 17-17, an ordinance calling for a public hearing and a joint review board meeting to consider the designation of a redevelopment project area and the approval of a redevelopment plan and project for the Village of Peotone Downtown Tax Increment Financing District.
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Motion by trustee Hack, seconded by trustee Ham.
Mr. Heck?
Yes.
Mr. Hammond?
Yes.
Mr. March?
yes.
President Cross?
Yes. Questions of the press? Correspondence, communication petitions? I just got a couple things. Halloween, trick-or-treat hours for the village are 4 to 7 on Halloween. Wanted to thank everybody for all of their participation in Fall Fest this past Saturday. Want to thank the Peotone police officers, Public Works for all the work that they did, all the crafters and vendors. Especially want to thank Nancy Cross and Tammy Cowger for all the time and effort they put into organizing the event. And the Peotone Fire Department. They were downtown quite a bit of the day doing safety checks, and then also did a little thing for the kids down there, which was really cool, so.
Was the atrium thing
That-
included? Or was that
No,
separate?
the atrium thing was put on by somebody from Crete.
Okay.
They do that every year.
Okay, so
But
just.
that's a
wasn't
totally
considered-
separate, yeah.
Okay.
But it always falls on the same date. It always falls on the same weekend as the Old Mill Soccer Tournament.
Right,
Which was
okay.
going on also. But we had a lot of people downtown. I mean, it was a great crowd. All the vendors and crafters, seemed very happy, and kids got tons of trick-or-treat stuff. So it was a good day, beautiful day.
Just a reminder also, last week was the last week for the north route for brush. This week's the last week for the south route. Leaves did start last week. Just a reminder to put them in the parkway, not in the curb.
Yes, don't put them in the street. And then I also wanted to take an opportunity to congratulate the Peotone High School football team. They go to the playoffs this Friday. They have a home game against Paxton Friday night in the first round of the playoffs. So congratulations to them and good luck. Go Big Blue.
Did the letter get sent out for the trees?
Yes, we mailed those end of last week. People will have up until this Friday to respond.
And Greg, any questions on that Tree City application?
Yeah,
Is there
100 of
anything
them,
you
but
need to do?
Bob and I are working through it, so.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's the most backwards thing I've ever seen. But I'm working through it.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, last year at leaf pickup, we had discussed, like, the couple of places, there's subdivisions where the sidewalks are right by the curb and there is no parkway, and there was supposed to be discussion, what are those people supposed to do with their leaves? Did anybody talk about that anymore?
No.
Okay,
But
just
if-
wondering.
If it was me, I'd still put them on the sidewalk. I
Yeah,
wouldn't-
on the sidewalk or just inside
Yeah,
of the
just so it's not
sidewalk.
blocking the drains.
Because anything in the street causes problems with blocking the storm sewers.
I'd prefer if they would be on the grass,
Right.
right, so you could still walk.
Still walk on the
but
sidewalks,
I
yeah.
understand.
But I would say
I'd put
just,
them on the sidewalk.
I would just say
I know,
behind the sidewalk.
Yeah.
But that's a good point.
yeah.
Anything else? If not, I need a motion to go into executive session to consider the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by trustee Hack, seconded by trustee March. And there will be no action coming out of closed session.
Mr. Hack,
Yes.
Mr. March,
Yes.
and Mr. Ham.
Yes.
We will go into closed session.